just won't end, will it? Yeah, that's right. Arch has made a response video to Nick30, and at this point, I don't know who to like side with. I'm not on any side, by the way. I couldn't care less anymore. Yeah, but you can't have to make a video. Shut up. Shut your bitch up. But I have to say, the comments on this video are kind of funny. These motherfuckers playing Tom and Jerry. Dang. This situation is massive. And it's tapering with me. I really hope this situation gets low and fades. Edit. This comment has gotten quite massive. And you know what else is massive?
Shut your fucking mouth! No problem, John. Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
We need Ray William Johnson to make a video on this. Who the fuck? So firstly, Arch apologizes for like the title of the first video because it was originally Nicky30 Scams His Viewers. Then he changed it to Nicky30 Scam Me. He also mentioned that if he knew that he could get a refund, then he would have got one, which fair enough, I guess. He only assumed like he'd get a refund if like the donation was an accident, or if like some little Timmy stole his mom's credit card and donated $500 to Nick. Now this is something I didn't clock onto on Nick's response. He didn't talk about the Red Dead Redemption 2 rant. You know, the 16-minute crash out he had. Now, let's get on to the ideas thing. So Arch goes over how Nick is reusing content because Nick said he ran out of ideas, so he didn't want to like be basic about it. And Arch is kind of right here. Nick has been reusing content quite a while now.
I do understand what you're saying here, but the fact is you said you would do it, leading to me donating more. Also, I don't have a problem with creators reusing content ideas, but you seem to, despite the fact you copy the same format every other big content creator does. For example, on your channel one day, you posted 5 videos and 4 out of 5 of them were you going undercover. You reuse the same ideas all the time. So I do not agree with this point. I think you're just struggling to take accountability and say you messed up. Even if you didn't like the idea I gave you, you could have said that rather than telling me you would say it.
Now, how did I not know about this? Because I don't watch Nicky30's content 24/7. Something that Nick mentioned in his response video was that the stream was quiet and he didn't read the donation. And yeah, Arch was actually right about that. The stream was quiet.
Here, he actually just proves me right. This was a quiet stream for Nick. He usually gets around 16,000 viewers a stream on YouTube alone. Whereas on this stream, he was averaging 5,000. So for him, this was a lot more quiet than normal. He also had 14,000 chat messages in the span of 5.5 hours. That's a lot, but on a stream, it's really not that crazy of an amount. Here's how fast your chat was actually moving. For example, here's a 3.5 hour stream I did where I was averaging 100 viewers and I got 10,000 chat messages. I would say I managed to read most of them. I'm not saying Nick has to read all of his chat messages or read any of them at all, but the point I'm trying to make is that this was an extremely quiet, chilled out stream compared to his normal streams. Also, I donated all of my messages. None of them were put in the chat.
Arch also mentions how he doesn't like respond to TikTok donations, which okay. Now, let's get on to the juicy part. Nick missed out some donation. And I know what you're probably thinking. What do you mean Nick missed out some donations? Well, he edited out like 2 or 3, and after reading one of them out, he made it sound like passive aggressive, because if you read the first donation in just a natural tone, then you will know that he was trying to be nice.
Response. Bro, it can be any challenge, just anything off the top of your head, even if it's been done before, thanks. The way Nick reads this donation in his video makes it seem like I was being passive aggressive.
Bro, it can be any challenge, just anything off the top of your head, even if it's been done before, thanks.
But in reality, if you put this next to my first donation and his response, it makes sense. Nick in fact did ignore this donation. I'll get onto proof of that soon. I waited a while and got no response to this donation, so I donated again. I wasn't spamming or being annoying. At this point, I had just spent some money and he told me he would do it. I simply assumed that he just missed the donation. This upcoming donation he actually cut out of his video. I said, I donated twice now asking if you could give me a challenge for a video. Not sure if you've seen them or not, can get a bit hectic. It can be any challenge even if it's been done before. Now Nick goes on to ignore this donation as well. The proof is coming up soon, don't worry. This message clearly shows me being polite and understanding how he can miss things when streaming. So after this I waited around a long while. I wasn't just spamming. I was giving him time to read out other people's donations and memberships. When he didn't read it, I assumed he might have just missed it again, so I donated again. Now, this donation was also cut out of Nick's video. It says, "Hey man, you replied to my first donor, but I don't think you saw the second. You never gave a challenge. Could you just say one for me to do? It could be anything like the one chest or shotgun only. Thanks, bro." Nick then responded to this donation with this unwarranted lecture.
Arch with the 2. Hey man, you replied to my first one, but I don't think you saw the second. You never gave a challenge. I did, bro. I did. I answered it in full. Arch, listen, if you have a challenge that you would like me to give you, you give it to me. I don't have any challenge ideas, bro. You're the content creator. You come up with the idea. I'll say it if that's what you want. If you want to include me in the video, please stop spamming, okay?
Yeah, Nick, it doesn't look good on you. Alright, so next topic of discussion. So Arch says, that he felt scammed. Even though Nick30 was maybe, like, not trying to, like, make him feel scammed, he still felt scammed because he said that if you donate again, then he will read out the challenge, and he didn't read out the challenge, so he just kept on donating, and he got banned, which, yeah, long day for Arch, really. Arch also apologized for, like, mentioning the customs, which, yeah, fair enough. There was no need to mention the customs. So Arch also says he was not looking for drama as well, because Nick said that he was looking for drama. He said that if he could go back and not upload those videos, then he wouldn't. Which, fair enough, no one likes drama. And this is coming from a guy who's had history with drama, especially on a certain game that will not be mentioned. So Arch made some, like, brand deal theory as well. I'm not even gonna try explain it, it's so confusing. Arch, just take over again, please.
Well, right after his video released, Streamlabs dropped a video where he is the poster boy for a new feature they have released in partnership with Nvidia. That's one of the richest companies in the world, by the way. It does seem a little suspicious, and it just seems like he didn't want to miss out on the potential brand deal there. But that is just a theory.
Yeah, so what do you guys think of that theory? Personally, it's confusing, but whatever, I guess. Next up, Arch talks about Nick's main points. Arch, just take over again, please.
The points Nick made are either manipulated information or things that just don't matter whatsoever. And I do get how people find his response convincing. The way he's formulated it and the way he's edited it does work really well for what he's trying to portray me as. Nick's main points were, the video was blatant lies. The thumbnail and title were not the best, and I admit that. But after seeing how many people have had experiences like this with Nick, it's starting to become more reasonable. Everything in the videos I made were not lies. He talks about the refund. I never even said I reached out for a refund. And in the 16-minute rant, Nick didn't mention a refund once. He has clearly only mentioned this for PR purposes, as he knows it will make me look bad that I didn't go and look for a refund, but I didn't know you could in the first place. And I don't even think this crossed his mind before producing this video. Number 3, he talks about negativity. This point was just made to brush off the 16-minute rant he had. It was out of line for a family-friendly YouTuber to react that way, and he clearly doesn't want people to know about it. Number 4, you say you're out of ideas. He told me he would give me a challenge, and I explained to him it doesn't matter if it's even been done before. He knows this as he saw the donations and he's seen both of my videos. It doesn't matter if he thinks it's repetitive content, as he said he would do it. And that's a harsh point for someone to make when they regurgitate the same content all the time. Number 5, you said the stream wasn't quiet. After looking at the stream, Nick got barely any donations and memberships. There were also little to no chat messages. You showed big numbers to make it seem active, but those are the viewer numbers, and your chats are all on members only. And the chance all of those thousands of people were members and they were all in the stream at the same time is extremely low, and I showed that in this video. Number 6, the donations. Nick purposely manipulated these donations to make me look bad. When context is applied, plus the other 2 donations you cut out, they're really not that bad whatsoever. Number 7, Nick talks about the customs. It's not really that important compared to the other content in the video. You're only using this to prove me wrong, so people think I lied throughout the whole video. You also did say you would ban them when they clearly weren't griefing. At number 8, Nick asked me why I kept on donating. This is because he incentivized me to keep donating. He did this by telling me he would give me a challenge not once but twice. Number 9, he made a point that he didn't ban the viewers, he just timed them out for a day. This is my mistake. I didn't know he actually didn't ban them. I didn't know they were timed out. But you quickly go to brush off the fact that you were removing people's donations who were just asking kindly about the situation, as if it wasn't important. Lastly, I want to say this wasn't for the money, views, or clout. I'm glad this has come to an end, and this will actually be the last thing I say on it, unless Nick responds again, but I doubt that.
So yeah, after he talks about the main points, he tells us his future plans. he said the video is going to be monetized and he's going to like put that money towards good things like car insurance, which honestly that's valid. If you also live in the UK, then you'd know car insurance is fucking awful over there. If you guys aren't aware and don't follow me on social media, I do have a car. I have a 2008 red Ford Fiesta, and I haven't passed my test yet. It's booked for like May, but I'm most likely going to get a cancellation date. But the thing I'm shitting myself for is the insurance, and anyone in the UK can relate to that. Arch also says he's going to take a little break from YouTube and then like he'll come back and do some like charity stream for cancer awareness or something, which honestly at least he's doing a good thing with the money he's making. But yeah, hopefully that's the end of the drama. I'm hoping so too. I don't really want to make any more videos on this. I have another video planned to come out, and I still haven't like finished editing it. But that's about it really from the drama so far. It's being dragged more than Ninja drags the low taper fade meme, which is still massive by the way. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. See ya.